Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Poems and Prayers for November 3rd, 2025. The home stretch, my friends. Yeah. The last 2 months of this incredible, life-changing year. Great to be here with you. I'm going to share my song with you. We'll start the week. Let me just find screen share. There it is. And off we go. I've been looking in the shadows where the mystery was born. I've been kneeling with the statues in the sun that keeps me warm. I've been following the footsteps of the ones who've come and gone. I've been flying with eagles to the center of the storm. Late in the afternoon, twilight fills the sky, stretching out the evening's awning. My heart explodes with joy, I can't hear the baby cry. And I have seen the light of a new day dawning. As below, so above. Warrior of love. Take the shackles from my feet and the madness from my mind. Let the circle be complete. Like this moment out of time. Like this moment. Make the earth and heaven speak to me. I have been deaf, dumb, and blind. Now every flower's gone to seed. With every dream my heart can find. As I turn within to the emptiness erased, I'm lifted up by the hands that adore me. The whole wide universe is filled with peace and grace. The door of life is opening before me. Give me the strength to trust. Like a warrior of love. On a silent hill where life and death collide, between the past and the present moment's glory. For every questing heart, the path is lit from inside, and all the rest of it, just your story, your story. You are alright, much more than enough. It's nice to have a theme song. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. It is Monday, November 3rd, 2025. We are 1 week away from what our teachers Patricia Coda Robles and Addie Lamborn assure us will be an unforgettable 11/11, and the 40 days that follow that, leading up to the winter solstice of December 21st, will be absolutely earth-shaking and life-changing. And we came for all of it, my friends, and it's great to be on the journey here with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From my heart to yours. We are turning the corner. we are seeing some very hopeful signs on this journey to love and freedom. Yeah. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Absolutely had a magical weekend. I'm still on screen share here. This is one of the most amazing photographs I've seen ever. And this is a group of folks celebrating the passing of the late, great MAGAN at the hill of UISNEACH, which many people have been to many times, and many of my Irish friends here never heard of it in their life. It's a thing. But it was the site on Saturday, on the 1st of November, on All Saints' Day, I believe it is the proper name, as opposed to All Souls' Day, which was the 2nd of November, yesterday, that we all celebrated MAGAN's passing. Our brother passed on October the 2nd. And if you haven't seen his funeral, I will say again, it is extraordinary. It's on YouTube. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes long, and it will rock your world and give you great hope. This guy really knew what he was about, and he wasn't kidding around. And from the time he became a young man, he really threw himself into his life and into the world completely and utterly. And he found his voice, and he shared his voice and his vision, and really his spirit and his genius. Genius is really one that utterly trusts their spirit. This is the way Lazarus has expressed it to all of us. I strive for such lofty heights, and MANCAN certainly is a beautiful example of that. So everyone's just raising their hands, sending him off, wishing him well, sharing the love, all of that. And my friend and teacher, Brenda Maria Williams, Mia Sarah Williams, was able to make it, and I got to encourage her a little bit, which was a great joy. But she did make it out there, and 2 or 3 quick stories here. She said that there were 2,000 people there for the event, and which is a great turnout, but I would expect nothing less after all of this. After everything that unfolded in MANCAN's life, and how October was a celebration of his life for many of us, and a recognition of his great contribution to the consciousness of the world and of Ireland, and of bringing Ireland to the world, and bringing Ireland to the Irish. All of that, I'd say, is a fair statement. But he was a presenter on RTE and TG Cahir, the stations here in Ireland. He and his brother did many shows and documentaries of traveling around the country and around the world. I have his book here about his travels in India, which I just got a few days ago, and looking forward to looking at that. But he really celebrated the poetic, the mystical, the spiritual, the divine feminine, the goddesses, the legacy and inheritance, the rich, the incredibly rich legacy and inheritance of Irish spirituality, pre-Christian as well as post, and really understood and loved this land and her people like a few people that pass through this place. Honestly, again, I strive for such lofty ambitions. He drank the cup dry in his 55 years. He took a certain injection, which didn't seem to do him any good, but he wasn't alone in that. God bless you. And so an incredible celebration. So what happened? So his wife, Mia, tells us after she got up to there was music, there was poetry, there was celebration, there was just incredibly great, good feeling amongst everyone. So Aisling, I think, is his wife's name. Yeah, and she gets up to talk, and after she says hello, there's a torrential downpour, which everyone thought was pretty amazing and pretty funny. And then the skies cleared, and there was a flock of geese that flew over the crowd, and later there was a rainbow. So incredible, absolutely incredible. And the icing on the cake for me was I've been mad for the musician Glenn Hansard ever since I saw him in Once, which came out, the film, right as things were really turning in my favor here to stay in Ireland, 2008, something like this, I'm going to guess. And an amazing, beautiful film. I've seen it a dozen times. I've recommended it. I showed it here at the library, of course, all of that. But Glenn was there with his son. And as Mia was getting on the bus, Glenn was crouched down with his son. And before they got on the bus, Glenn said, "Now say goodbye to MANCAN." And the little boy said, "Goodbye, MANCAN." And just to know that, to hear that story, the magic is everywhere, my friends. So here's to you, MANCAN MAGAN. Thank you again for all the blessings you've brought to us. So very, very grateful. And so I changed my cover photo. It's the first time I've felt inspired to do that since all the great energy from the World Peace Gathering back in July. And it really does feel like the turning of a page for all of us in the right direction. So thank you for letting me share that with you. Let us say a few prayers and a few poems, my friends. Yeah, let's see. Do we need that? I don't think we do, darling. I won't share that, but I'll show this. Boom. Here I go. So, great to be here with you, I say once again. The tide is turning. Saw some wonderful interviews that I'll share with you as well. Everything I like, I throw on my page immediately. So if you're looking for things to educate or inspire you, you could do worse than looking down my page and seeing what the latest groovy video is. Well, here I come first to the violet flame. So let's start here, my friends. Thank you for being here. I'll say a few before we get to that. Close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath. And we begin. I am the open door. Sorry. I am my I am presence. I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. I am also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth, the entire company of heaven, the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, and Gaia, Mother Earth. I give heartfelt and sincere thanks and eternal thanks for the sacred gift of my life and of life itself. I ask my I am presence to consecrate every thought, word, feeling, and action which I express throughout this day with more love and more light for myself and my world. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is sorrow, joy. Where there is darkness, light. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are forgiven. And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. I am the open door for the violet flame. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. As one voice, one breath, one heartbeat, and one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love, we invoke the most intensified frequencies of the fifth dimensional crystalline solar violet flame of God's infinite perfection that cosmic law will allow. Beloved Saint Germain and your legions of fifth dimensional violet flame archangels, we ask that you blaze, blaze, blaze this violet flame with the power and might of 1,000 suns in, through, and around every thought, feeling, word, action, memory, and belief that humanity has ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown, that is reflecting anything less than heaven on earth. Transmute this energy, cause, core, effect, record, and memory, back into its original perfection, and seal it in an invincible force field of God's comprehensive divine love. We accept that this activity of light is being God victoriously accomplished even as we call. We also accept and know that this violet flame is increasing daily and hourly, moment by moment, with every single breath we take, until this sweet earth and all her life have ascended into the fifth dimensional crystalline solar realms of light on the new earth. And so it is, beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. Take a deep breath. Just looking for the old cosmic birther. One moment. Life is extremely good, my friends. Well, here, the teachers of God have trust in the world because they have learned it is not governed by the laws the world made up. It is governed by a power that is in them, but not of them. It is this power that keeps all things safe. Take a breath into that. It's called the heart of the paradox from my guides. To be in the world but not of it, as Brother Jesus teaches us. Well, okay, we'll leave it for today, I guess. La 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 la. I do love the old cosmic birther. Where did that fellow go? I'm looking at my life story here in notes. All right, we'll skip it for the moment. Thank you. I have had the pleasure of having a lovely gratitude partner in Mia's gratitude group. We've just finished our 3 weeks, and she's given a beautiful new poem. Her name is Ayala Atta, and I think she's from Syria, if I have that right. And not sure about that, honestly, at the moment. Anyway, she's a lovely soul and a very good poet. So let's give you some of her poetry. This is for the brave ones. Ready? This is for the brave ones, volunteers for the ancient ones. The call is on for all. Many know how to silence it, intellectually justifying it, distractedly denying it. The brave ones have chosen to take a hike in terror, to enter hell in life, to pass the unbearable. I die if I feel, I die if I tell. What's wrong with me? Is this just mine? Follow the call, brave one. Dive into it and clear the way. Make passage for the wise to heal us all. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. We have that again? Let's have that again one more time. This is for the brave ones, volunteers for the ancient ones. The call is on for all. Many know how to silence it, intellectually justifying it, distractedly denying it. The brave ones have chosen to take a hike in terror, to enter hell in life, to pass the unbearable. If I die if I feel, I die if I tell. What's wrong with me? Is this just mine? Follow the brave one. Dive into it and clear the way. Make passage for the wise to heal us all. Ayala Ata. Thank you, my friend. Bless you. Here's a new one from Chief Phil Lane Jr. at the tender age of 81, still kicking it out there. He says, release what is not yours to carry. Let go of the shadows that cling to your back. Walk in the quiet way of your ancestors, free from the hunger of the world. What is meant for you will come as softly as rain on spring grass. Beautiful. I was on with Maureen Muldoon and Speakeasy yesterday, and that's on my page here. Maureen's one of the best teachers I ever met, and she brings the medicine every time she talks, and it's always a joy and an honor to be sharing time with her. She is not kidding around. She's in it all the way. Here's another one from Chief Phil. Bury your face in the soil of Mother Earth and remember your kinship with all life. Here there is no separation, no above or below, no you or I, only the eternal circle. All returns to the one breath. Take a deep breath into that. So this is Charlotte Emily Rose. She says, as MANCAN MAGAN's ashes were scattered over UISNEACH today, a few of us were gathered at the Ladies' Well in Cork City for the ongoing restoration of the well and its surrounds. He was saddened by his visit there some years ago, as it was in a terrible way, and he would be happy to see it now. There was a glorious rainbow over UISNEACH, and one over Cork too, as we finally got the well flowing again, after many days working to do so over the last months. He was surely rejoicing with the land and her people today, and sending the rainbows. An elder, MANCAN, an elder who had two grandparents who grew up beside the well as neighbors and married, joined us today to clear around the area. It's a very sentimental project for him, and it was a very sad thing when the houses by the well, which his grandparents had lived their lives in, were demolished. The beautiful community around the well was destroyed, as not only were the houses around it knocked down, but the path to it blocked and the well incarcerated. This was intentional on the part of the system. The inflow channel to the well, which is an ancient passageway, was deliberately heavily blocked with concrete blocks. We have removed all the blocks and cleared the inflow channel, and the well is at last now flowing again. The whole area around it has been heavily cleared on every level, and the attics have moved on from it being their city base camp now, which it had become, wishing them well. The attics at the blocked, traumatized well had meant that it had few other visitors, and over the last 20 years, it fell into a terrible state. Now locals are returning to the well side, and the area is being restored to a healthy community space again, where beauty flows and grows. This energizes the whole city as water carries frequency and the clogged waters struggling to flow beyond the Ladies' Well were carrying trauma through the city as it's on a power node of the city. Indeed, we will have a large come-unity, cute, COME-unity, come-unity gathering around the well in the spring with a story and song, and long before this time next year, Ladies' Well and her surrounds will be very, very well again. If you'd like to join us, we are there on the first Saturday of every month at 11 to 4. All help is welcome. Bring a picnic and enjoy beautiful days and restoring divine flow through the waters. Charlotte, Emily Rose, take a deep breath. Well, I waved at and got a wave back from Sister Ingrid Turner here. Well done, Charlotte. Love you, hon. And here's another of my dear, sweet sisters. Ingrid Turner is giving us a poem as she's on her flight and now has arrived from the States anyway, I think in Nashville, to Thailand. She says, I know I'm on the right path because I'm super uncomfortable right now. I feel cringe basically all the time. I'm way less sure of myself lately. I've been embarrassed a lot. My words keep tripping over themselves. In a nutshell, I feel pretty silly. None of that is bad. It's all signaling that I am gloriously pushing outside of my comfort zone. And you know I live for that. What I am also noticing are the predictable ways my mind and ego try to pull me back into a very old Ingrid shape. I'll start ruminating about past situations and embarrassing moments. I'll notice myself have snap judgments about people. I'll overanalyze conversations and situations. I am obsessing over details that do not matter and are irrelevant. This is my ego projecting my discomfort out to relieve some of the tension I'm holding. If I stay on those tracks too long, it'll take me right out of my growth trajectory and sit me squarely back in a stagnant frequency. So, in addition to managing my internal clumsiness during new experiences, I'm spending more time than usual checking my ego. My ego doesn't hate me. It's just trying to do a job it's unqualified for. Very well said. But this is why most people don't live on their personal edge. It's a lot of work. I think what's most helpful for me is learning to not take my discomfort personally, to not take my ego seriously. So true, my friend. It's just an experience, neutral until I decide it means something. Unless I don't. I'm telling you, it's worth it to put in the work on this, though. To lean into the edge of your personal legend, to quote Paulo Coelho, because I also enjoy seasons of massive confidence, lucky breaks, amazing connections, and I remain happy and fulfilled in every season of my life. It's not boring. Nothing is stagnant. Even tragedy is beautiful from this vantage point. So do the thing, my friend, your thing. Be cringe, embarrassing, crazy. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. They aren't living your life. Really, they are often loving you through their fear. You don't have to make them wrong, but please do what is right for you. Be your definition of great, my friend. Take a deep breath. Ingrid Turner. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Sweetheart, bless you. Such an inspiration. I came across this over the weekend. There is a 227% increase in students registering for Irish language courses at Queen's University Belfast. And of course, this must be mentioned in the same breath as the Irish rap group Kneecap. A surge in demand for Irish language courses has been seen at Queen's University Belfast, so much so that extra classes have been added. this year alone has seen enrollments jump 227%. It's quite a number. In a statement, the university said it is witnessing the revival of Irish, both on campus and across society, stressing the importance of giving space and respect to Irish speakers. Erin go bra, my friends. Yeah, wonderful. Beautiful picture here. Let's see. I can share. Let's do a little sharing again. Boom. This is the one. This was the day of MANCAN's passing, and a beautiful picture of him at UISNEACH, lighting the fire for Bealtaine. Yeah, May Day, we would say. This was, again, a month ago. Very sad news to wake this morning, hearing the passing of MANCAN MAGAN. His teachings and stories have done so much to help reawaken the ancient customs and cultures of this island, and his work will echo forevermore. It was once said, it's not the years in your life that count, but the life in your years, and MANCAN certainly filled his years. Ireland has lost a great voice, and UISNEACH has lost a dear friend. Our thoughts are with his family and friends. I won't even attempt the Irish here. No, I wouldn't dare, but it's beautiful. Yeah, go well, MANCAN. So his new book, which always gets a laugh, is 99 Names for Rain and 1 for Sun. And there's a stack of them in the bookshop. Here's another one. The Month's Mind and Ashes ceremony of the late MANCAN MAGAN will take place at the Hill of UISNEACH. It is a great honor and privilege for all of us here on the hill that MANCAN chose these sacred lands for his ashes to be released into the eternal winds. MANCAN held UISNEACH deep within himself, and his wish, along with his wife Aisling and family, was that the ashes ceremony be open to the public to allow us to say a final farewell to the man who touched and inspired so many. The ceremony will last roughly 2 hours. We are rightly expecting a big gathering. Parking will be limited, etc. We look forward to welcoming you all to the hill to give MANCAN the send-off he deserves. And again, this beautiful, beautiful picture. It's so I said this. I'll say it again here. The just kind of bouncing all over the place this morning, which is great fun. Yeah, my friend from the Gael Talk group, I want to say this here, include this, is a beautiful, beautiful man named Michael Brennan, after Brennan's Breads, and he tells me that he's a 4th generation Bandonian, and of course I learned that Bandon means goddess. The Bandon River is the river of the goddess, which I had no idea about. So here's Michael. Let's give you some of his good energy for the people of Palestine with our friend.
That must be about 6. Well, Michael, you're still. Well, Michael, you're still here.
Still here.
Still here. How many hours down have you?
5 1/4 to go. So
5 1/4 to go.
You can do the maths.
I can't do the maths actually. That must be about 65.
66.
Yeah, 66. Yeah. Very good. And what the highlights?
Highlights the generosity of people. They came out in their droves and found us to support me and to support the cause.
Yeah.
And that's a big reward for me.
Brilliant.
And I got no negative comment from anyone. That's what I felt when I was doing the apples. I saw that and I said I'd tap into it. So.
And do you think you've hit target?
We haven't counted any of the money in the buckets yet. We're counting that and let people know how we can have. But I reckon I'd be very close to there's over 5,200 or something. And I donate page.
Do you want to remind people of the name of the I donate page?
I can't think of that. I notice I donate Smash.
Michael Brennan?
Mona,
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
it is in the Gaza Gabra
Yeah.
page.
Okay. So I'll put that in the link. Yeah, yeah. So what are you looking forward to?
Bought a soup today,
Yum.
and my crunchy that the men gave me yesterday. Teasing me with my favourite crunchies.
And a nice warm bed.
A nice warm bed, yeah.
Be
You
lots
have
of
to
weather.
graduate yourself into eating again. You can't.
Oh, yeah.
You're asking you'll have a big meal when you can.
No, you can't do that. No.
Wait very slow.
Yeah.
Like I'll have a bowl of soup this evening, and I'll have a slice of toast in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I'll half a meal.
Great.
That's the plan. Isn't it?
Okay. Well, listen, you're some man for one man. Thanks for all your work.
Honestly, no, before you finish. Finished.
Yeah, sorry, that's finished. Yeah, sorry. Still here?
Still here.
Still here. How many are?
He's the soul of humility, this guy. Yeah, 3 nights sleeping rough outside. Not the warmest and not the driest, but he did great. I think he was up all night the first night, and then he got some sleep the second night. But I know Michael from sitting next to him in the Gualtacht, and I'm learning to say it. And he's a lovely guy, and he said he'd do this, and so we've had some wonderful conversations over the last 4 days, and really gotten to know each other. And it's a pleasure, and happy to support him in his great work for the Palestinian peace movement. Bless you. He was going right from finishing there at 4 o'clock yesterday to a performance 6 o'clock at St. Michael's at the town hall of the Gaza monologues, which I would have loved to have been able to see, but I had to look after my friend here in the evenings. So there you go. Busy times, but exciting times. Here's Sister Angelic Jeanette dancing with the fires. Bless your heart. She says, "This is me dancing in the garden when I got home last night, honoring all that has been, all that is, and all that is yet to come." But the neighbors love that. Bless you. She's a force of nature. God love you, Angelic Jeanette. Luna Joy, November 1st. On this sacred day of Samhain in the Celtic lands and Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, it is said that the veils between dimensions, here, can I give you the picture and the thing together? Yeah, it is said that the veils between dimensions and between those we love and have lost become thinner for a brief moment. We can reconnect with those from our past, and we hope they will share their wisdom with us. But what if a sacred location on Earth is also a doorway to other dimensions, where the veils are thinner because of its unique geographical area, ley line, or node? Are we then even more able to assess our ancient heritages, lineages, and memories? This is one of those places where we feel the veils are so thin. Do you know where? I don't, but it's obviously from above. Beautiful, incredible colors for the trees and the leaves. Do you have an enchanted place near where you call home? I have a favorite tree in the park, actually, yes. And what would you say to your ancient past, and what would you hope to learn? Have a blessed and enchanted day. Happy Dia de los Muertos, and a blessed Samhain. Okay, she's not telling us. The Headley Thorn. I think that's in the UK. Photograph credit. Headley Thorn. Maybe that's a name. All right, anyway, Aluna Joy, thank you. Here's another good shot with the rainbow. Let's give you. Yeah, so when Mia and I were on with the group there Saturday, and she was talking about would she go, wouldn't she go, she said she would ask, she was asking for signs. And she had mentioned that she'd seen a rainbow earlier. And I said, well, that day, isn't that a sign, Mia? And then the rainbow reappeared, I think, if I have that right. And then because I did my Samhain MANCAN MAGAN live on Friday night, I came across a 2-minute video which I might share here this morning. That seems appropriate. Of MANCAN talking about hunger for touch during the lockdown, and the very place that he was standing when he was narrating this video was one of Mia's favorite swimming spots. So that kind of got her off the couch and out the door. So great stuff. Let's give you a little Course in Miracles. God being love is also happiness. Happiness is an attribute of love. It cannot be apart from it, nor can it be experienced where love is not. Love has no limits, being everywhere, and therefore joy is everywhere as well. Yet can the mind deny that this is so, believing there are gaps in love where sin can enter, bringing pain instead of joy. This strange belief would limit happiness by redefining love as limited and introducing opposition in what has no limit and no opposite. It's all paradox, I say again, my friends. I love this from Yogananda. Humans become angels on earth, not in heaven. So this reminds me that Annie and I were on with Addie Lambourne on 3 occasions over the weekend, which is a very special treat because we usually don't get that much Addie time. Sometimes once or twice a week, but 3 nights in a row was extra special. And of course it was, as Luna's just pointing out here, Samhain and Day of the Dead and All Souls Day and All Saints Day, all of that put together. My buddy Tig was playing music at the church on Sunday as usual. God bless you. And in memory of the souls that have departed and the saints that are walking with us on the journey. So yeah, a lot of prayers, my friends, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I love these lines. I shared this with Maureen on the chat in Speakeasy yesterday from Liliana Heitman, the end of her poem that I shared as well. She said, and somewhere between them, sweat and tears, and somewhere between them, perhaps breathes the flame, the quiet, enduring fire that can grieve what is vanished and still forge what is yet to come. It's a beautiful poem. Yeah, I might give you the whole thing again one more time. And I played, so of course, we were talking about this also, played, what were we talking about? That Facebook has gotten crazy about sharing music in a live, and it just cuts it out, and it greatly limits the number of people that can see your video. But anyway, for me on Saturday in the live, if you were on with me live, you could hear it. I played Lorena McKennett's Full Circle, which, as I've said, is one of my very favorite pieces of music, and extraordinarily powerful tune and song that lifts you, puts you right into spirit and the eternal. And also finished with Brother Declan O'Rourke, who's been one of my favorite singer-songwriters here in Ireland. And I've seen Declan 5 times, but it's been a few years at this point. This is one of his newer albums. The guy is so prolific. He wrote not 1 but 2 novels during the lockdown about the famine, called, the first one was The Pawnbroker's Reward. That title I can give you, but this is a beautiful love song to his wife and his home and his family, and to life itself, called The Stars Over Kinvara, which again I'll leave you to enjoy at your leisure as you can. Let's dive into 3i Atlas for a few moments here, my friends. Absolutely part of the deal. There's MANCAN. There's this was from Enrita. I read this Friday night, and we might dive into it here this morning. It's a beautiful invocation. I'll give you the introduction anyway. She says, beloved heart, in this now moment, we are expanding into a symphony of celestial spheres and light harmonics that are flooding our solar system, amplifying through 3i Atlas as it glides across our solar system with plasma light frequencies and new Earth light codes carrying the tones of Alpha and Omega. We align more deeply to our beloved I Am presence and into the cosmic embrace of our Father, Mother, God, of our Mother, Father, God, as these pure harmonics invite us deeper into our purity and innocence and divinity, and the opportunity to embrace the frequencies of heaven within. We also celebrate Samhain in the Northern Hemisphere today, also called the Witches' New Year, along with Halloween. Samhain is known as the Witches' New Year, a sacred time of endings, beginnings, remembrance, and rebirth. It is believed the veil dividing the living from the dead is at its thinnest when the Pleiades reaches its highest point in the sky at midnight today. As the Pleiades rises in their radiant arc above the northern sky, we are offered the opportunity to activate the light codes, templates, grids, and stargates of the new Earth within, to experience a deepening remembrance of our celestial nature as our galactic selves and beloved I Am presence, stepping beyond the veils of illusion and into our new Earth realities. Well, let's do this as we finish up here this morning, my friends. Seems perfectly appropriate. So go ahead and close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath. On this sacred day of Samhain, I deepen into endings, beginnings, remembrance, and rebirth through the celestial harmonics and cosmic heavenly frequencies of Mother, Father, God, and the great central sun. Amplified in this now moment through 3i Atlas and the Pleiadian emissaries of the light, I expand the stargate of my loving heart through the purity, divinity, and light of God I Am. I choose to experience all that is highest aligned, all that is the highest aligned through the remembrance of the ancient God seed light codes, pulsating through this solar system and multiverse and through each cell in my body. As I expand into the next level of my soul's blossoming, magnificence, and light, I am ready to go deep within to activate the light codes, templates, grids, and stargates of New Earth and to experience the merging timelines of all golden ages of light. I am ready to experience my multidimensional selves, my higher self and beloved I Am presence, my future selves, as well as all aspects of myself, needing to be embraced with my loving heart. I am ready to transcend all limiting beliefs, programs, judgments, and old earth griddings, along with all levels of victim and persecutor consciousness, and to gently and compassionately love and nurture all that rises, all that arises, knowing each now moment offers me the opportunity to love more, not less, and to shine my beautiful light upon this sacred earth. I reclaim my innocence and divinity by simply expanding my soul light through each cell and subatomic particle within my body, observing and loving all that arises. To transcend and shift out of these old grids and into new earth, I breathe deep into my body, expanding the power, expanding the lower abdomen on the in-breath and contracting the lower abdomen on the out-breath. I feel the expansion and contraction within each cell of my body, knowing the innocence that I am. I embrace the love, all that I am. I embrace and love all that I am, breathing in love and breathing out love. I take a moment now to place my hands upon my loving heart as I say to myself, I love you, giving my full name now, Louis Richard Martin. I love you. I love you. Deep breath. I now anchor, activate, and integrate the light codes of New Earth fully from within. I love you, I love you, I love you. As I feel, see, and sense all from deep within, I fine-tune my body energy and hologram to the maximum my universe can allow in this now moment. Feeling and sensing my purity and innocence from within, I experience New Earth from the highest states of cosmic consciousness, awareness. I can in each now moment, simultaneously activating my light body and DNA to that of galactic consciousness. Take a deep breath. Reaching into the quantum realms and the experience of home through my thoughts, feelings, actions, and loving heart as a New Earth avatar and flame of divinity, walking the path of love as the light of God. I am. I am. As I deepen now into Gaia's New Earth light grid, joined by all awakened and awakening souls and the overlighting of the Pleiadian emissaries of the light, I create an energetic ritual and invite myself to simply release all that no longer serves me as I forgive and let go. Deep breath. Home stretch. Through the stargate of my loving heart, I now release, collapse, dissolve the old earth energies, frequencies, false beliefs, and judgments as the witnessing presence of my beloved I am. I embrace within my loving heart the compassion, nurturing, and love, all that needs to be fine-tuned, heard, and appreciated to know myself as love, as the atomine particles of God consciousness expand from within my light body and loving heart. In divine love, power, and wisdom, I now anchor, activate, and integrate the light codes of the New Earth fully from within, onto and into the unity grid of divine love to amplify the cosmic heart of Mother, Father, God for all life upon this sacred earth. With the overlighting of the beloved I am of every man, woman, and child upon this sacred earth, I am the light of God, the light of God I am. I am, I am, I am. Take a deep breath. And this was the picture that wanted to join that. And here we are, my friends. So from all of the other teachers and astrologers and channels and way showers out there, the map is pretty clear that the greatest changes of this lifetime are going to be seen in the next few months on planet Earth. And if you're here listening this far into this program today, into this broadcast with me, you are well up the mountain, in my opinion, and you are carrying the light and love of all that is for yourself, your loved ones, and all of humanity. So be very good to yourself, is my message to you today. Do not lose the plot. Do not take the bait. I took the bait a few days ago. It wasn't fun. Do not lose the plot. Do not take the bait. Forgive where appropriate. Apologize where appropriate. And be good to yourself. Be gentle. And be available for the love intelligence which governs the universe to work in, through, and as your very life, each and every moment. This is it, boys and girls. For this we came. There's wonderful transmissions that I've listened to over the weekend. Our astrologer, the hippie astrologer from Northwest, Richard, I can't remember his surname, brilliant guy. He's saying, I've looked back 3,000, 5,000, 8,000 years. We've never had a chart like this. Pam Gregory has said the same. Heather Emsworth. Three-Eye Atlas, what little we understand about it so far, and what little we're being told about it from the powers that be, there's a story, is unlike anything that we've ever experienced before. And it is conscious, and in its consciousness, it seems quite benevolent. But in its benevolent consciousness is a message, an activation, a trigger, a shift in the landscape, a shift in the vibration. Stefan Burns, the space weather man, whose name must be mentioned every day of my life these days, bless you, Stefan, beautiful soul, has said that we've had massive solar flares that were hitting Three-Eye Atlas directly over the last several days. And as the sun turns, or the earth revolves around the sun, as we come more into alignment to the active side of our star, Solaris, it opens up its energies, and we could be getting a lot more energy. The Pars Kute, who keeps good track of this as well, thank you, Pars, has said that the Schumann resonance, has just been beyond maximum for days, and usually it goes up and down, but these are times it's been staying up for and just building. So I'm saying all that to say, again, take time and make space to go into peace as often and as deeply as possible. MANCAN MAGAN was the fourth person from Charlie Kirk, Robert Redford, and Jane Goodall and MANCAN, the fourth person in 3 weeks that made their transition in the month of September. And Patricia said we were flooded with light in the month of September, and each of those individuals was living from their higher self, in my opinion, in their own way. And there's a transmission that's gone through their passing and our mourning and celebrating their lives and their passing, that is working in the unconscious in all of us. And all these things are happening, and we still have to pay the rent and the bills and put food on the table and be healthy and have things to look forward to and take care of each other and love life. So we're here to do all of that. Ask for help. This was the message from Speakeasy yesterday. You never do anything alone. I of my own self can do nothing, is the great quote, yeah? So we give thanks, we let it be, all is well, it is so, so it is. And together we say, Ashe, Amen, Aho, Alhamdulillah, Shah, Namaste. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.